Hey guys, it's fertilizing time. So in this video, you're going to see me go to Pikes and select the fertilizers that we need. And we're just going to go around the yard and fertilize all of the containers, all the pots and everything like that. So hopefully this is enjoyable and you learn something from it. Please like and subscribe to the channel, share with a gardening friend. All right, so let's start with this fertilizing project. All right, so my tried and true, this garden tone, and this is an all-purpose fertilizer, and it's basically for herbs and veggie. So I usually choose that, and then for my flowers and everything else, this bad boy is what I choose. So plant tone. So this one here is for veggies, trees, shrubs, flowers, everything. So I usually do that. Now what I'm going to do is for this one here, I'm going to pick up a big bag of this one here because I'm going to be fertilizing the entire yard. And usually one bag is what does it for me. I've already picked this one up here at Home Depot because I found it at Home Depot. And then I usually, for my roses, rose tone, so I use this for my rose tone. And then I also put these in some of my flowering plants too as well. So this is like an all-purpose for me. Next is my citrus tone. So this is what I do with all of my citrus plants. So I need to pick up one of that. And normally I would do some fertilizer on my, what do you call them? Hydrangea for blue and purple, but blue and pink. But I'm going to do all-purpose this year because I don't think it matters that much in my zone. What else? So those are my key ones that I use. These are tried and true. They don't burn the plant. Very organic. They're released with the heat. So let's pick up what we need, and then we'll go home and we'll do fertilizing day. So guys, as we're here at Pikes to get fertilizer, why not look around and see what they have? Do you see what they have back here, guys? This is a gardener's paradise. Okay, so let's just casually look and see what they have. Alright guys, so while we were looking, guess what we came across? They have proven winner Supertunia for $4.49. Normally these are close to $10 a piece, you guys, and look what I found that I've been on the lookout for such a long time because I grew this a couple of years ago and I've been looking for it. I'll pop in a picture so you can see it, but I haven't been able to find it in my area until now, you guys. Okay, so it's this one here. It's a Supertunia Picasso. Again, I'll pop the picture in of what I grew the last time, and it was the most gorgeous Supertunia ever. So I picked up 3 for my trough bed, and then your classic Supertunia bubblegum is here, so I picked up 3 of that too as well. And then what I'm thinking is for my mailbox area, it would be nice to have some Supertunia hanging down, so why not get some jazzberries, you guys? So picked up 2 of that too as well, but $4.49 for proven winners. That's a great deal. That's a great deal. Since we sort of took a break from fertilizing and we got these on sale, why not go ahead and plant them? So in zone 8A, petunias can take a little bit of cold, so even if it was to get down like in the 30s for us, it would still be okay. Filming this on March 20th, I believe. I'm gonna go ahead and plant this as we have it. My goal this season is that as I buy plant, try to plant them immediately or try to avoid like a stockpile of plants, but let me show you where I'm gonna plant these. So in my trough area here that's at the front of the house, my thought is that I want to do 3 petunias here, like one here, one in the middle, one at the end, and let it cascade down because these are also going to cascade down for me. And I've also got the nasturtium here as well too. I'll pop in a picture of a couple years ago I did Supertunia Bordeaux here, and it looks beautiful. So I want to do a version of that again, but with a different Supertunia. Well, I'm going to use the Supertunia Picasso in purple. I love this Petunia, so I'm going to go ahead and do this one. And guys, $4.49 for this price, for this size of Petunia. Great price, great price. So let's plant them. And I'm going to keep one of these tags just so I can remember what variety it is that I got, so that when I'm doing garden tours and stuff like that, I'll remember what I planted here. Did put compost on here, and then I'm going to come back because I have the fertilizer in my car and I don't have enough time, but I'm going to come back and also put some garden tone in here as well. And petunias are very heavy feeders, so what I'm going to be doing is water soluble fertilizer every week or so, just because they are heavy feeders and so they need lots of fertilizer. Alright, so got one here, one there, one over there. My next thing is we've got some bubble gum, so I'm thinking that they would look nice trailing down the front part of my containers, which I'm just planting stuff as I have it. We'll see if I'm going to do like the front containers or whatever. Right now I just don't want to hold on to the petunias, so I'm just going to basically, what do you call them, plant them. And I do need to come water the front pots because it's going to be 80 degrees tomorrow, you guys. And I do need to make sure I water all the plants that I planted out yesterday and today as well. So my thought is a bubblegum here spilling over would look really nice, because I also have some variegated, what is that thing called? Guys, I can't remember, but I'll try to pop it on the screen, that I'm growing right now in the greenhouse. I overwintered it from last year, so that spilling over would look really nice with the petunia. And I always do fountain grass in the back, so I figured that would look really nice. And then I'll probably pop like a tall annual or something like that there, but I think the bubblegum would look really nice in this corner here. And these petunia will get large, so I'm only planting one each. Bubblegum is here too. Do I want bubblegum on? No, I'll do bubblegum on this side. I really do need to come water these pots. Maybe I'll do that before I go pick my daughter up from school. And we got two more. That is the fuchsia, I believe I got. That will go by the mailbox, so let's show you that. My thought process is one here and one over here. Guys, I should go ahead and pull these out, right? I really do need to pull them out. I'm just limping them on at this particular point. This is a Supertunia jazzberry. I got my plant tone. I just got a regular cup, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate to you how I'm going to spread the fertilizer. Easiest, simple way to fertilize your area without doing a lot of work, you guys. So all I'm doing is I'm going to fill my cup up, and I'm just going to sprinkle the fertilizer. It's pretty much it. That's all that I'm doing. And I'm just brushing it off my plants. So this method is called the Jim Putnam method. He has a YouTube gardening channel, HeartTube. He gardens in Raleigh, North Carolina. And this is what he does every year. So I learned this from his channel, and I've been doing this for a couple years now. It's a great way to fertilize your in-ground beds without having to do much during the season. So let me continue fertilizing, and we'll move through the entire yard. This bag should cover my entire yard. If I am out, I'll use the other ones that I got. Let's fertilize this area too, the narrow area on the stone step garden bed. I'm just brushing off all the fertilizer on the plants. You guys, my salvia is already shooting up bloom stalk. My veronica, crazy thing, and this is March 21st, you guys, and look at all this growth. Alright, I just got to show you one or two tulips. Not tulips, this is daffodil that came up. We planted that last fall. Alrighty, back to what do you call them? Fertilizing. Not a lot to show here, but gorgeous, isn't it? Oh my god, so sweet, so sweet. And this one over here is a little bit more yellow. So gorgeous. And then not a white one here. Let's do the front of the house too as well. Alright, two things for gardeners that you can count on, alright? Or three things actually. You're gonna get a frost when everything is popped up. Weeds, you gotta pull weeds. You're gonna get weeds no matter what. And the heat's gonna kill you in the middle of summer. Not necessarily kill you, but it's gonna exhaust you. So you can't be out all day in the garden or for long periods in the garden. Alright, let's do our to finish the bottom here. And then we'll go do the willow tree garden bed. You have to come trim all the long stemmy stems from the artemisia because it has fresh new growth at the base. So that's on my list. And I may have to come trim some limbs on the beautyberry too as well. So we'll do like a little spring maintenance video soon. So you can kind of see all the things that I am doing as the season progresses. Now this bed we did spread compost on it, but just to be on the safe side, I might hit it up with some more fertilizer, you guys. Not so much where the hostas are at. The hostas are doing okay. I'm not lambsy or like crappy soil, so I'm not putting any in the lambsy area. Yeah, I really need to come water the plants, you guys, because it's so dry. gonna do around the willow tree, and I'll give the willow tree some too as well. Do need to come and clean up in between the willow tree now that it's flushed back out. I want to thin it out on the under part of it. But I'll need to recruit help for that because I'll need somebody to hold the ladder for me because I'm not that tall. Alright, we're done with front of the house, two sides of the house. Let's go do the back now. Alright, our roses Sharon garden bed area needs a top off, so I have to be very careful because I have perennials growing all over here, so I don't want to step on it. You guys, we have raspberry plants. The plant is over there. It ran all the way here and I just kept it. And I'm going to do a video on raspberry maintenance. So I didn't realize that raspberry bloom on new wood. So that's good to know. So this is my second year having raspberries in the yard. So now I know how it blooms, or how it fruits, I'm sorry. What I found in my little garden shed area, I had a full bag of plantain. So yay, I'll be able to continue with this. A little bit thicker. My echinacea came back. I got one there, one there, one there, and these look like hyssop, so I'm just leaving them because I don't remember planting hyssop there last year, but looks like there's hyssop and there's more raspberries as well. Many more raspberry popping up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This whole bed is raspberry. Oh, watermelon or squash. I don't know what's over there. Why that's there, guys? No idea. So I have a spirea over here that I need to move. Late in the season to move it, but I still need to move it. I'm going to move that and put it where you see that windmill thing. I didn't realize how tall it grows, but I love spirea. This is the first year it's actually flowering, which is nice. This is a mock orange, and I did a horrible job pruning it because I didn't realize it prunes on new wood. Now that I know that, I'll go in and do a deep pruning on this. That way I'll know. I'll get a little bit of flower this year. Ooh, I can see the flower buds. Okay. And then I'll clean this up because now I know how to handle mock oranges. So we're going to take our, next we're moving on to the roses. And rose stone you can use for any flowering plants and roses as well. So I'm just going to walk around the yard and see what I've got. Let's see, I've got more roses. I can do my buddleia, but I don't think my buddleia needs it. I'll just put a little bit just to be on the safe side, but mainly let's do all the roses and go from there. So I'm just doing like probably half a cup per rose. This is a Bathsheba rose. I've popped some pictures on there so you guys can see what it looks like, and I'm just scratching into the base. So I'm just going around the perimeter of it. I have dahlia and what do you call this? Hibiscus. So I'm gonna fertilize them too. Ooh, my hibiscus is coming up a lot compared to the one over there. Hasn't broke dormancy yet, but this one here, crazy. I think this one is my traditional echinacea here, the purple. I'll pop a picture in so you guys can see too as well. My celery from, or partially, either one of those two, is evergreen for us here. And guys, with a cold snap that we got a couple of days ago, didn't do much to my nectarine tree because I kept all of the blossoms on it. So thank God. I was worried about this tree because every branch has flowers on it. Garden toad. I ran out of plant toad because I was going to put those in my containers, but since I don't have any of that, I'll just use the rest of my rose toad, guys, and top off the containers that I have in the shade garden and containers around the yard as well too that would need it, because the rest of the things that I'm looking at, I'll use the garden tone for those. The flower tone again, the rose tone again for my hydrangea, because it's technically a flowering shrub. I don't really care what color it gets, to be honest. I did top off most of the containers with compost when I did the shade garden bed area, but I'm just going to put, just to be on the safe side, a little bit of the extra of the rose tone on them. But I have to be super careful because hostas are coming up all over the place here. My fern's starting to curl out from there, so yay. Not fertilizing my oregano. That thing is like weed. So my containers at the front of the house is the last thing that I have to fertilize. I'm not doing citrus. Typically citrus I'll fertilize when I bring them out of the greenhouse, and I'll show you guys. I'll do a full video on that. But I got my rose stone, so I'm just going to go ahead and put this into the soil. And I'm just being gentle because I just planted this up with ranunculus, and I don't want to bother the tulips that are blooming. Guys, do you see the tulips? I'll do a full tour of the tulips. I didn't plant that many tulips this season, but we got blooms. And give a cup to my knockout rose. Guys, I did this already, didn't I? Oh well. Our State of Grace rose didn't make it. The freeze took it out, so I'm gonna have to take that back to Pike and see if I can get another one. And then we got several things we need to trim now that it flushed out. The hydrangea, cutting out all the old blooms. our container in here. Looks like some of the perennials didn't make it. That's okay though. Done compost on my trough, but why not give it some extra boost? Putting it mostly around the petunias as well. Got a rose here. I'll go ahead and top that off. Ooh. Yarrow I'm not going to top off because it's needed. There's a peony here and a delphinium here. Peony I'm going to put in the sun. It's that season. Alright guys, that's it for this video. So we got a little bit sidetracked when we started, so we planted some petunias. I'm excited to see what those look like. But we pretty much fertilized the entire yard. I smell like fertilizer. Oh my god, crazy. So I showed you the Jim Putnam method, which is just scattering it on your garden bed and working into the soil. Then we did the rose stone. We did garden tone throughout the yard. We did rose stone for all of the roses and flowering shrubs and everything else that you need to do. And then we also did the pots, which includes the shade garden and the front of the bed on here. So pretty much the entire yard is fertilized. The only thing I usually do during the season is the containers in the front of the house. I'll do a water soluble fertilizer because they don't have any nutrients from the earth, so whatever you give to them is what they need. So that's pretty much it. You can see our tulips are blooming. I'll do a March garden tour. You'll see this. You'll see it either before this video or after this video. Would love if you can subscribe to this channel, share with a gardening friend. Until next time, everybody, happy gardening.